Shifting now to Georgia, where tonight President Trump worked to drum up support for Republican senators ahead of two runoff races that could ultimately decide the balance of power in the U.S. Senate. The president's visit comes after former President Obama campaigned for the Democratic challengers, urging voters to make sure they cast their ballot for the January 5th race. As for the candidates themselves, incumbent Senator Kelly Loeffler faces off against Reverend Raphael Warnock, while Senator David Perdue is up against 33-year-old Jon Ossoff. As of now, both races appear to be neck and neck. With the results of those two races still up in the air, Republicans hold a narrow majority in the Senate with 50 seats to the Democrats' 48. 51 seats are required to retain a majority in the Senate, something the Democrats have not done since Republicans flipped the Senate in 2015. And while the Senate runoff was the focus of tonight's rally, the president wasted no time reiterating his claims of widespread voter fraud in last month's presidential race. NewsNation correspondent Michael Schur is live in Valdosta, Georgia, with more of what the president had to say. Michael.
Aaron, he did that for most of 2 hours. It was a long appearance by the president here in Valdosta. He had throngs of people, and it was an interesting night because there was a lot of trepidation coming into tonight because the Republican Party here in Georgia slightly divided now, divided by those who are adhering to President Trump's claims of fraud, saying that he won the state of Georgia on November 3rd, and then others saying it's time to move on. Among those, Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, with whom the president spoke, according to a published report in the Washington Post confirmed by the governor's office. The president called Brian Kemp to try and get him to at least say that there are things about that election that were questionable. Kemp demurred. He said he's not going to get involved with it, and he paid for it tonight in Valdosta with the president calling him out. Even, and this is something that is a little nerdy, but the truth is it's what was intended by the remark. He found Representative Doug Collins, who's leaving Congress, who ran for the Senate seat against Kelly Loeffler, lost in a primary, and now there's a runoff between Loeffler and Ralph Warnock that you mentioned. But what Doug Collins does do is he brings a lot of conservative gravitas to the race. And so what Donald Trump said tonight is maybe you should run for governor in 2 years. That was a dig at Brian Kemp. But Donald Trump did what Loeffler and David Perdue, the senior senator from Georgia, wanted him to do. He said, get out there and vote for these people. Then he did, of course, a pivot to his own races and his own, recount call here and a fraud call here. And he said that, in fact, he won the state of Georgia. Let's listen to the president tonight.
You know, we won Georgia, just so you understand. And we won Florida, and we won a lot of places. We won 2 elections, believe it or not. I think I won the second one by more than I won the first one. I do, right? Bill?
We don't know when the end of the Trump term will be. If you ask Donald Trump tonight, he'll say that he won it and he's going to run again. But there was a little bit of give tonight. He said, look, I will be back in 2024. I hope I don't have to wait to run for president again in 2024. In Valdosta, Georgia, for NewsNation, I'm Michael Schur.